So, you or your agent have found a home for your book with a publisher. What happens next? Publishers vary greatly in size. So your publisher may be a part of a large multinational company, or maybe just a few people in a converted house in South London. But whatever the size of your publisher, the processes your book will go through from this to this are broadly the same, whatever the size of the publisher. I'm afraid publishers almost never take your manuscript and go, hooray, let's send it to the printers, it's perfect. It has to go through quite a few people first, but the good news is that all these people are going to help to make your book the best it can possibly be. First of all, an editor will read it carefully and may suggest changes to big things like plot or character. They may want you to change your ending, or maybe even get rid of a whole character. However unwelcome these changes are, I've always found that other people's input does really help you make your book better. When you and the editor are happy with the changes that they've suggested and that you've made the changes, the editor will then send the book to a copy editor. The copy editor is responsible for checking all the things like punctuation, spelling, and consistency. So if you read a book and can get completely immersed in it without being distracted by the writing, then the copy editor has done a really good job. One of the fun things that a copy editor does is check consistency so that, for instance, if your character has blue eyes in chapter 1, they can't then go on and have brown eyes in chapter 10. Or if your book starts on a Friday and then a couple of days later you say it's a Wednesday, they'll realise that that's wrong too, and you might have to change that. After the copy editor and the author, you, have agreed on the changes and you've accepted all the changes, then the copy editor will then send it off to the designer. When you look at a book, you'll see that the typeface and the look of the book inside varies from book to book. The designer is the person that makes the decisions about what the book actually looks like. They might also, if there are illustrations, they'll work out where the illustrations go, and they make decisions about things like illustrations for the chapter headings. For instance, these became the chapter headings for my book, The White Phoenix. I'm very lucky because my daughter's a very good artist and she drew them especially for The White Phoenix. Only when the designer has finished working out exactly what the book's going to look like will he or she combine that with the finished text, and then they'll make some proofs, and they will also create the title page and add all the extra pages that you need in a book. And only then will the book go to the printer. But you might have noticed I've forgotten something really important. So Ali's going to tell you all about that.